Is already into this one, and you can feel the energy in the building.
Tom, I have never felt energy like this before, and I've been around basketball most of my life. People, the two sets of fans here tonight have just kept us entertained for about 30 minutes leading up to the tip-off of this game in another 5 minutes and 25 seconds, and it is the feature event. If people could have picked at the beginning of the year who they wanted in the state final, I know it would be Hazen and Williamstown. You're talking about two very storied programs who absolutely love their basketball, Tom, and you know that as an alumni of the Hazen Wildcats. Williamstown coming in here, 4-time defending state champs. These two teams know each other, Tom. Faced each other, but you know, it was early in the season. Game 1, Game 3, you can throw that out the window. These teams split in those 2 games. So a lot has gone on in their seasons to get to this point.
And let's look how we got here as we take a look at the bracket. The Wildcats defeated Windsor on Thursday night in what was a great game where the Wildcats came from behind in the fourth quarter to pull out the win despite some poor shooting, but the defense pulled them through. Williamstown, they got by Lake Region in one of the more improbable endings in Barry Auditorium history.
We may never see that again, Tom. We talked about that ending all day today and that night after the game, but they got here. They were not forced to overtime by Lake Region. And two teams that, you know, they know each other, Tom, inside out, but two very different squads in my eyes. I feel like Williamstown is going to want to slow the game down. Hazen, they're going to want to put their track shoes on, and they're going to want to run, and they're going to want to gun. They suffered not the greatest of shooting nights the other night against Windsor, but it was a gritty performance, and the defense hung in there all night long. Hope that Hazen comes out and is draining some tonight. Williamstown, they will rely on their defense as well, but they would like to slow the game down. Hazen, not so much.
Absolutely. And for Williamstown, really, he might not get the attention because, you know, maybe he doesn't have the name that is synonymous with Williamstown over the last decade. But the man who I think single-handedly lifted them to that win over Lake Region was Jason Premont.
Absolutely. The senior Jason Premont, the 6'2" center forward, was just outstanding in that game. 17 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 steals. And Tom, you said it perfectly. He single-handedly carried Williamstown Blue Devils back to this championship game. Brandon Carrier with the big steal at the end with 4.9 seconds to go. But Jason Premont, the Hazen Wildcats are going to have an answer for Premont. He can't get hot early. I don't know if Denis LeCours draws that assignment, but he's going to have to keep Premont in check, and also a little edge to Nathan Poulin coming off the bench as well. Williamstown has that nice interior offense.
They do have the size advantage or the post player advantage. Hazen really only runs probably 2 true post players in Derrick Richardson, the starting lineup, and Jackson Hussey off the bench. Other than that, they'll run Denis LeCours at the 4 a lot, but you'll see him go out and shoot.
Absolutely.
Though he is not afraid to post up and has had some success as of late while posting up. We're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll come back, look at our keys to the game as well as your starting lineups. You're watching the Division III Vermont State Championship right here on the NFHS Network.
William Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage and men and women are merely players. But Mr. Shakespeare never met Stephen Curry. Ni hao, the guy who's in the gym every dang day. Patriots say I'm the underdog, the league's most unguardable player. Bang, he knocks it down. So my apologies to Mr. Shakespeare, because onto the stage of mere players enters the babyface assassin. And he's about to write his own story. Fall back.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
Back here at the Barry Auditorium, Tom Corbett, Lori Shepard, as we look to today's keys to the game. For the Wildcats, number one for Coach Hill was transition and tempo. Play at their pace and make Williamstown uncomfortable.
And I was just listening to Coach Hill talking to his starting five, and it was exactly that. Push the tempo, get out in transition, crisp passing, I kept hearing him say, and move with a purpose.
Absolutely. And the second key for the Wildcats, shoot the basketball.
Yeah, shoot the basketball. Shoot, shoot, shoot. It's not going to go in unless you shoot.
Coach Hill said he assured all his shooters after a bit of a tough game Thursday,
Yep.
They have the green light. If you're open, he expects you to shoot it. If not, maybe you'll come sit next to him until you feel you're ready to
Exactly, because they survived that night with a gritty defensive performance, and you are in the state championship game. Go with what got you here, right, Tom?
Absolutely. For the Blue Devils, key number one, you have to take care of the basketball against the Hazen pressure.
Against that pressure, they're going to have to. Brandon Carrier, always the main guy handling the ball, but it's going to fall upon a lot of those Blue Devils, and this Hazen defense will get up in your grill.
Absolutely. And second for Williamstown, they just need to stick to their game and look to go inside.
Exactly. We talked about that in the pregame, Tom. You've got Premont, you've got Cameron Flynn, who can get on the boards nicely. You got Nathan Poulin coming off the bench. So they are going to probably look to pound it down low and see if Hazen can defend that interior play.
Let's take a look at the starters. First for the Wildcats of Hazen, a junior, number 4, Derrick Richardson. A senior, number 11, Kevin Doyon. Doyon, one of those players that can stretch the floor, a streaky shooter, but if he gets it going, can really get in a nice groove. Number 14, junior Derrick Camp. He is the defensive stud on the front line
One of my
for the
faves.
Wildcats. He will spend most of the game getting very intimate with Brendan Carrier.
Very intimate, and I had said that as soon as the game ended the other night, Tom, that it's going to fall on Derrick Camp and slowing down Carrier and being able to close out on him as well, because Carrier's got just a slight height advantage.
A junior, number 23, Jake Gilchrist, real athletic swingman for the Wildcats. And rounding out the 5, the leading scorer for the Wildcats, junior number 33, Denis LeCours.
And I'm sure Coach Hill will love to see LeCours get on track early. Shot about 1 for 8 from three-point land the other night. But keep shooting, young man, and do what you do.
Now a look at the starters for the Williamstown Blue Devils. The captain, number 3, junior Brandon Carrier. Senior number 15 could be a real momentum swinger in this game. A real streaky offensive player is DJ Stone. The senior number 21, Jason Premont. Cameron Flynn wearing number 23, a junior, and rounding it out, senior Curtis Gauthier, number 35. Gauthier, kind of that high intense man on the starting five.
Very smart player out there, does the, brings that lunch pail mentality and does all the little things. And going back to what you said, Tom, DJ Stone, streaky, but always comes up with that big 3 at a crucial time. He'll come up with 2 or 3 of those, so the Wildcats got to defend that.
Absolutely. We are moments away from the start of our game, and this rivalry really got going about 1999. They were the top 2 seeds.
Yes, sir.
Both lost in the semis after beating each other in the regular season. Williamstown then failed to beat Hazen for 10 years. And they have owned the last 5, though, against the Wildcats.
Yes, they have. Storied programs, love their basketball. Can't wait for the tip, Tom.
Absolutely. As the Hazen chorus comes out on the floor, we will step aside for the break, come back with the opening tip next right here on the NHF. There we go. NHF. There we go. Broadcast Network. There we go.
Now you can create your own tour of Italy.
Work.
Final championship decided here this afternoon at the auditorium between the number 3 Williamstown Blue Devils, your 4-time reigning defending Division III state champions, and the Hazen Wildcats with 4 championships themselves since 2000.
Gotta love that. Doesn't get any better than this, Tom.
Hazen in their visiting red, Williamstown in the home whites. Tip is up, and Williamstown will have the first possession. Gauthier brings it up. Hands it off to Fremont. Gauthier drive, cut off, good help defense by Denis LeCours. DJ Stone. Hand off Fremont, trying to go for that curl, and he's called for the double dribble.
And Fremont with the ball in his hands a little bit more than we're used to seeing. He pretty much goes block to block, has a lot of curl screens, but a little different look for Williamstown, and gets called for the double dribble.
Half-court trap from Williamstown. Hazen gets it over half. Into the corner, Kevin Doyon, but that's going to go out of bounds. So each team starts off the game with a turnover.
Little jitters as well, trying to give a little different look. Williamstown on offense, but the same old trapping press
Hazen
on
going
defense.
Doyon on carrier to start. The Camp guarding Stone as Fremont knocks down the 2.
Nice little jump line baser for Fremont, and he's the key to the game for us.
And out of bounds, going to go off. Actually, the officials getting together to decide. Williamstown basketball. So far, Hazen hasn't been able to even get into an offense. Two straight turnovers.
Two straight turnovers off that 1-2-2 half-court press going up the side. Williamstown usually takes away that middle passer anyways.
Gauthier, drive, lose the handle. Hazen will slow it down, get into the offense for the first time. Williamstown in the zone. High post, LeCours lays it down for Richardson, who missed the chippy. Rebound, Fremont.
Those are the ones they cannot afford to miss, Tom, and those are good confidence builders here in the early going.
And we're going to get a foul on Denis LeCours. That'll send Brandon Carrier to the free throw line for the first time today. So far, good dribble penetration, though, for Williamstown in these first couple possessions.
Yep, very good dribble penetration by Williamstown. All of their players are getting good drives in the key.
First free throw is good. $4-0 Williamstown here in the first quarter. Only a minute and a half into the opening break. Doyon left side, passes on the jumper, gets trapped. They'll quickly move the ball. LeCours drives, heads towards the paint, lays it off for Richardson, but he misses it. Couple good looks for Derrick Richardson early. Not able to get to drop yet. Carrier from deep, no good. Rebound there for Derrick Camp, and he's looking to push. Camp full speed, down low, LeCours, drop step, off glass, good for 2.
And that's good for LeCours' confidence as well, getting on the scoreboard here early in the game.
Doyon all over Carrier. Spins to his left, good help. Hand off to Fremont, looking for that curl. Gets the same baseline jumper he hit earlier, no good. Rebound, Gilchrist, and he's looking to push. Gilchrist on the run. He'll step back. Drive, kick, LeCours for three. No good. Rebound secured by DJ Stone. Williamstown so far keeping the ball out of Stone's hand in terms of bringing it up with Camp on him as Premont launches the three.
Wow. Premont continues to be on fire, people.
I didn't
on
see the
fire.
three-point range
No.
on Thursday, but he added it as Doyon goes in and out from the corner.
And that was halfway down the net and pops back out. And I did not realize Premont could stroke the three-pointer like that.
Gauthier tries to drive, kick, ends up in the hands of Flynn. Around the perimeter, Stone. Pounded by Camp. And that's going to be an illegal screen.
Absolutely. Totally moving. Coach Jack Carrier's like, what? But yes, Cameron Flynn definitely moving, trying to set that screen. Little hip check.
Jackson Huzzy into the game for the Wildcats.
Hazen's got to start.
Richardson gets a break.
Sorry, Tom. They got to start capitalizing. They're getting very high percentage looks and not knocking them home.
Doyon attacked the rim but couldn't draw the foul on Flynn. Williamstown goes the other way. Gauthier guarded by Gilchrist. Got the arm out, gets stripped.
Again, nice help defense by the Hazen Wildcats.
Camp shuffles it off over to Doyon. Thought about a three, instead drives baseline, picks up his dribble, skips out to Camp. Camp drive, gets in the paint, lays it off for LeCours, and he puts it in for two.
Nice job by Camp, tough in the paint with the crossover, lost control but composed himself and got the nice little dish to LeCours.
Doyon and Carrier get together a little bit in the backcourt, and we'll get a whistle and a foul.
Is that two on LeCours?
I believe that may be. If it is, in fact, on LeCours, and it is. That'll bring in Russell Shoplin. Very capable shooter for the Wildcats. Hit a big three as the first free throw rattles in. Hit a big three against Windsor.
He did. Nice minutes off the bench.
Thursday. Also had 17 off the bench against Twin Valley in the quarterfinals. Ben Bristow also in for Williamstown with Nathan Poulin also entering the game.
And again, that tough 2-2-1 half-court press by the Williamstown Blue Devils. Take away that middle passer and then all night long.
Shoplin over half court, over to Gilchrist. And we get a kick ball. Williamstown in a 3-2 zone. Camp with the basketball. Shoplin high post. Gilchrist. Back to Camp. They swing it to Doyon. Camp. Drive and kick. Looking inside for Shoplin. Shoplin goes to the rim, no good. Good defense by Premont for the for the Blue Devils. Down low, Poulin gets stripped. And they can't save it on the sideline. .254 to play here in the first quarter. 9-4 Williamstown. Looking for their 5th straight title. Hazen looking for their 5th title since 2004. Gilchrist for three.
Big shot by Jake Gilchrist. Big shot.
Full speed,
There
deflected by Camp, knocked out of bounds by Williamstown. That's going to be Hazen basketball. First time Hazen showed the full court zone trap in this one, and Barstow tried to dribble through the middle of it. Doyon, Camp, over to Gilchrist. High post Shoplin, kicked out Doyon, up to Camp, over to Gilchrist, same spot for three. No good. Rebound Poulin. Looking to trap. Up to Poulin. Still trapping in the half court is Hazen. Barstow off to Fremont. Deep three. No good. Rebound Camp. He wants to push. 3-on-3. And miscommunication there as Camp turns it over. Tried to thread the needle to Doyon, a pass that wasn't there.
Ooh.
Barstow beats the defense down and lays it in. So Bristow with his first bucket off the bench. Doyon for three. Got it. Hazen, a streaky three-point shooting team. Had a few quarters this year with at least 7 threes in a quarter.
Wow. Nice to see them getting hot here early, Tom. Unlike the other night, it's a good confidence builder for the Wildcats. They got to get out.
Wide open.
Got to get out
on
on
the baseline.
They have got to get out on Jason Fremont, who has 7 of the 13 Williamstown points.
And nearly thrown away by the Wildcats. That backwards pass to Camp, a little bit lazy from Shoplin that time.
Yep.
Predictable as well.
Aaron Hill said nice, crisp passing, and that is what they have to do against this 2-2-1 pressure.
Todd Howard in the game. A great defensive player for the Wildcats. Shoplin over to Doyon. Doyon drives baseline, goes up, a lot of contact, no whistle. Richardson the offensive board and the putback.
Big offensive board for Richardson with the putback. Nice soft touch.
Bristow tries to drive on Howard, cut off by Richardson, trapped on the baseline, throws it out to Fremont. Fremont drive in the paint, floater.
Wow.
Good for 2. Someone's got to stop Fremont.
Someone has got to stop Jason Fremont.
And we're going to whistle and reach-in foul. Going to go on Poulin.
And Jason Fremont with 9 of the 15 points for the Blue Devils to go along with 2 rebounds and a steal just in the first quarter.
Right off the inbounds, wide open shot for Gilchrist, but he couldn't get it to fall. Williamstown, long pass. Bristow able to make a fingertip catch. Over to Hulbert, fresh into the game. His first shot, no good. Rebound Richardson, and Poulin might have got away with a reach in there, but that'll do it for the first quarter. The score after 1 is Williamstown 15, Hazen 12. You are watching the Division III State Championship right here on the NFHS Network.
This isn't Madison Square University.
Corbett, Laurie, Shepherd. Wildcats will start with the basketball trailing 15-12. Howard, high post, Richardson kicks out Shoplin. Shoplin drive, jump stop, in paint, goes up, no good. Hazen trying to get to the free throw line, have not had any luck today. Carrier drives, lays it down to Hulbert, and blocked by Jackson Huzzy. Aaron Hill doesn't like the call.
That was a tricky one.
Hulbert to the line. First free throw, no good. Derrick Camp going to come back into the game. Russell Shoplin heads to the bench. Second free throw is good. Camp. Put it up top. Blue Devils still in that zone. High post, Richardson rips through, kicks out.
Ooh,
and Howard can't keep it alive, but Richardson does.
Great athletic save by Richardson.
Camp drives left side and a sloppy pass. Hazen somehow able to recover. Doyon for 3, got it. Hazen working the trap. They trap Premont at half court. Ball knocked loose, and we get a whistle and a jump ball. It's going to be Williamstown basketball. Jack Carrier pleading some instructions on the press breaker for the Blue Devils.
He's usually a pretty cool customer on the sides, but he is pretty frantic right now, barking out instructions to his players.
Carrier has it poked away and stripped. Doyon the other way, 3-on-2, straight to the rim and in. Kevin Doyon getting warm in the first half for the Wildcats. Interesting, Hazen has moved Derrick Camp onto Premont here in the man-to-man defense.
You know, he's going to give up that size, but what an athletic kid and what a smart defender.
No good on the shot, rebound Hazen.
Wanting to push, and they do indeed.
Down low Richardson, and it looked like he got hit on the face on the follow.
It really did.
Clean.
Wow. All right.
On the outside, Bristow driving on Howard, cut off, a whistle and a travel. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Coach Carrier as the Wildcats will get possession back. You are watching live coverage of the Vermont Principals Association Division III State Championship on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/VPA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of VPA championship action. From live games to full game replays to highlights, it's all there at NFHSnetwork.com/VPA. So Hazen goes on a run here to start the second quarter, and they get the lead 17-16, and they'll have the ball coming out of the timeout. And the Wildcats can thank Kevin Doyon both offensively and defensively.
A couple 3-pointers here in the first half, and he's got 8 points on the evening. And also credit their defense for turning up the heat. Very uncharacteristic of the Williamstown Blue Devils. They have 7 turnovers with just 2 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Denis LeCours up to Gilchrist, looking inside and kick ball. And LeCours has come in for
with
Kevin
his 2
Doyon.
fouls. And you can see the game plan by Hazen when they're trying to break that 2-2-1 half court trap is to go up the side and that quick bounce pass into the post.
Lobbed in, into the corner. Denis LeCours, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound though, tapped out, controlled by the Wildcats. Shoplin with it. Denis LeCours open down low, but they couldn't quite find him.
No.
Camp, drive, kick. LeCours looks to go baseline, no. All the way out. Gilchrist, no.
There
inside Richardson. Good ball movement from Hazen. Gilchrist drives baseline, goes for the reverse,
oh,
no good.
Almost.
5.5 to play here in the second quarter. Bristow picks up his dribble, goes over to Flynn. Flynn drive, wrap around, and that's going to be out of bounds off Hazen. LeCours doubles back to deflect the pass.
But nice defense by the Hazen Wildcats. Holbert looked wide open on that weak side block, but the rotation is lightning quick for these Wildcats, and as they look open, they jump into that passing lane.
So Kevin Doyon got the quick breather right back in for LeCours. You want to make sure LeCours does not pick up a foul here.
Absolutely.
Carrier for 3, his first look of the day, no good. Rebound for Richardson. Camp pushes it up. Doyon for 3. No good. Long rebound. Can they track it down? You can't keep it in play. DJ Stone back into the ball game. Bristow going to head to the sideline. Hazen showing the trap. Hulbert gets over half court. Over to Carrier. Stone for 3. No good. Hulbert with the offensive board.
Big offensive rebound by Eric Hulbert.
Hazen still looking to trap out of the half court. Hulbert picks up the dribble, nowhere to go, and we're going to get a reach-in foul against Hazen. I believe that's going to go on Derrick Camp.
You know, you never like the fouls, Tom, but I don't mind that one. They're just so aggressive, trapping, and hands in the passing lane. There's just some of those fouls that you're like, you know what? You're bringing the intensity.
Playing that style.
Exactly. So I think Coach Aaron Hill will gladly take a few here and there.
Stone off the handoff from Flynn, looking for Carrier on the nice little fade route. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Hulbert. Hazen basketball. Fremont flies up just to let
likes to do
Camp
that.
know he's there.
And I think Williamstown going to go in that 1-3-1 trapping zone where they like to put Jason Fremont on the top with his long athleticism and wingspan.
Skip to Doyon. They work it around to Camp, to Gilchrist. Hazen, good ball movement here to get that zone moving. Skipped across to Camp. Right back to Doyon, rip through. Back out to Shoplin. Camp drive and a lot of contact and whistle, and it's a travel. Camp perhaps just getting moving a little too quickly.
Yep. Trying to compose himself and get that big jump stop, but just couldn't do it in time.
It's hard for a lot of teams to figure out is when you've had that offensive possession for 30 seconds, just because it's been that long, you don't have to rush to get a shot.
Exactly.
Good help there on
Fremont.
Fremont. Bristow inside, loses the handle, picked up by Hazen. Camp touched out. Doyon open for three. No good. Rebound. Ripped away by Flynn, the big man, with a strong rebound for the Blue Devils. Bristow. Flynn for three.
Oh.
No good. Rebound for Russell Shoplin. Scoreless for a few minutes in this one as it's still 17-16 Hazen. And we're going to get another travel call on Jake Gilchrist.
Really hard to take it baseline against that zone because that 1-3-1 zone is going to have two defenders waiting there for you.
Gauthier back in for the Blue Devils. Carrier getting a break. Gauthier going to take over the point. Look for Hazen with Carrier out to really try to turn up the pressure, I'm assuming, on this lineup.
Oh, absolutely, against Bristow and Gauthier. Good ball handlers, but Carrier brings a different element to the game.
Gauthier drive in the paint, kick out. Bristow's three, no good. Rebound, Russell Shoplin. Shoplin over half. Goes to the right wing. Skip to Gilchrist, over to Doyon, passes on the three. Drives baseline off glass for two.
And when I say nice job, it's tough to go baseline against that zone. And he extended nicely with the soft kiss off the glass. Tough angle.
Aaron Hill pleading for the Wildcats to push out the defense as Williamstown turns it over. Camp on the move. Behind the back, in the paint, kick out. Shoplin open for three, got it.
Huge
and
bucket for Shoplin.
Timeout by the Blue Devils. Another 30-second timeout. And just like that, Hazen with their biggest lead of the game, 22-16. We're going to take a quick 15-second break and come back right here on the NFHS Network.
The most heart-stopping
game. One championship next Saturday. And the Wildcats have come from behind in the first quarter to take the lead here in the second, 22-16, now their biggest lead of the game. Carrier quickly back in now for Williamstown. Whether Hazen scored or not, I think that was going to be a very short break
yes.
for Carrier. Stone to Gauthier. Gauthier trapped on the sideline. Gets rid of it to Stone, up to Carrier. Carrier on the sideline, we get a whistle, and we're going to get a little bit of a bump.
Little bit of a bump. Kind of out of position Hazen was on the ball reversal against that press and just couldn't cut off the sideline.
They lob it up for Carrier. He's guarded this time by Russell Shoplin. Doyon comes to double. Spins out of it to Poulin. Kicks to Gauthier. Gauthier didn't want that shot. Fremont, though, he'll drive, kick. Long three for Carrier, that one's short. Fremont's follow won't go. Poulin gets blocked. Ball up for grabs on the floor, Shoplin, and we get a whistle. And a mad scrum. Huzzy comes from the bottom of the pack with it. And I'm not sure what the official is. He just pointed to Fremont and pointed to his head like, think. Okay. We're gonna get a foul maybe? Or is it a jump ball? Looks like just a jump ball. So far, Williamstown down to just 3 timeouts remaining now. Already have taken 2. Hazen has yet to use a timeout. Shoplin gets it up to Derrick Richardson. And we get a whistle, and we're going to get a foul away from the ball against Carrier. Look for Richardson on the seal here, or maybe the spring Huzzy. Lobbed out to Todd Howard. Howard skips across to Russell Shoplin. Shoplin off the screen, pulls the 2, no good. Rebound, Derrick Richardson goes right back up with it, no good. And Fremont secures the ball.
They had their chances there, Tom.
And we get a 10-second violation. That might have been a quick 10.
That was a quick 10 because I thought the previous time down the floor was a real 10-second call, but
this is the second straight game the Wildcats have forced a 10-second call off the press. 45 seconds. Huzzy to Doyon. Doyon off the screen. Poulin able to strip it, ball loose, and we get a whistle and a foul on Poulin trying to reach around.
Yeah.
I think that
Good call.
fairly fair. It looked like a foul, and I thought he might have had one originally to get that ball away.
Right, exactly. Are you
35 seconds.
Any plug for Swiffer tonight?
No, we were at UVM earlier. They have fancy circle.
Oh, they
ones
did. That was very fancy.
with ladies with 4-inch heels who work them on the court.
Right. Not sure how they pull that off. Oh.
Hazen looking to get it in. Gambling is Stone. 5-on-4 for a minute. But Stone does a good job sprinting to get back into that. 30 seconds. Hazen going to be patient here. Shoplin going to draw a foul.
Definitely riding the hip there. No doubt.
That's going to go on Jared Dwinell. Dwinell didn't play against Lake Region until the second half and ended up having a huge second half for Williamstown.
He was the energy and the spark off that bench and had that, what I love to call that lunch pail mentality. And he came to work in that second half.
Lobbed up for Doyon. Over to Gilchrist, 20 seconds. Gilchrist drive in the paint, a little leaner, no good. Rebound Dwinell. Carrier up to Gauthier. Fremont back to Carrier, over Gauthier for 3. No good, rebound, and that'll do it for the first half. A first half that lived up to the billing, entertaining to say the very least. The Wildcats, though, will go into the break with a 22-16 lead on a big second quarter for the Wildcats.
Oh, a huge second quarter. At 6:44 to go in the second quarter, Hazen took the lead for the first time, Tom, and they held Williamstown scoreless the rest of the way and went on a 5-0 run to finish out the half. Defensive intensity and pressure for the Hazen Wildcats, causing the Williamstown Blue Devils to create 10 turnovers. Very un-Williamstown-esque.
We're going to step aside for the break, come back with some halftime discussion and numbers. You are watching coverage of the Division III State Championship game right here on the NFHS Network.
William Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage and men and women are merely players. But Mr. Shakespeare never met Stephen Curry. Ni hao, the guy who was in the gym every dang day. Patron saint of the underdog, the league's most unguardable player. Bang! Ain't I?
Welcome back. It is halftime here at the Barry Auditorium. A tale of two quarters, and we said, I think in the pregame, either today or one of the other games, we've done a lot of games this week. It's hard to remember when I said was what, but we said in these games, each team is always going to make a run.
Exactly.
It's how you react to it. First quarter, Williamstown went on a bit of a run, got out to a 5 or 7 point lead, I think, on Hazen at one point.
Before Hazen got in a groove,
Hazen got going thanks to some hot shooting from Kevin Doyon in the second quarter. They spark, they get some turnovers, they make their run. They now hold their biggest lead of the game at 6. So the story will be, how does Williamstown now respond to Hazen's run?
How do they react? How do they respond to what Hazen did in that second quarter? And you're right on, Tom, because we talked about that at the Patrick Gym today. But there wasn't a lot of runs in those two games, but there is tonight with these two highly talented Division III schools. But Williamstown, end of the first quarter, up 15-12. Hazen holds Williamstown to 1 point in the second quarter. 1 point. That is very impressive. Williamstown, 10 turnovers, like I spoke of, and I think a big move. We saw Jason Premont come out and just want to take this game over, Tom. 9 points in the first quarter, scoreless in the second quarter when Camp was put on him. Now, Camp gives up the size, but not the brawn, the athleticism, and the defensive prowess and the smarts. When I saw Derrick Camp play defense the other night, blown out of the water. I love defense. You love defense, and I knew this kid could bring it and play any or guard any position on the floor. But it's just like you said. It's in spurts. Williamstown, you got the first quarter. Hazen, you got the second quarter. We've got 16 intense minutes left to go, Tom.
You know, I look at it on the Williamstown side. You have to find a way to somehow get Brandon Carrier into this basketball game.
Yes.
A lot of the reason they had this scoring trouble is that Hazen went ahead and shifted their attention to Premont. Sent some extra help his direction, said we'll let Carrier just go one-on-one, and he hasn't been able to get going. And he settled for some really outside three-point shots.
We were talking about that at the last commercial, and those were long outside shots. And on the Hazen side, Kevin Doyon, 10 points. Just 8 of those coming in. I'm sorry, 7 of those coming in the second quarter. Nervous if you're a Hazen Wildcat fan coming in after how they shot the other night, but you said it perfectly, Tom, from Coach Hill. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That's how we got here. The other night we gritted it out and just let it fly. And doing a lot of this, or most of this, without Denis LeCours, their leading scorer, who got in foul trouble early, came in a little bit on the offensive end in spurts here and there. But Doyon carrying them. Derek Richardson just being a glass eater in the first half. But we got another half to go, and it's a game of runs.
Absolutely. On the Hazen side, very similar. You're happy where you're at. But in the same token, you want a little bit more balance.
Yes.
You don't want just Kevin Doyon.
Hitting the big shots.
He's not going to outscore Williamstown himself in the second half. They need to find a way to get Denis LeCours involved a little bit. Keep finding those people like a Jake Gilchrist who hit a corner
a big three,
or a Richardson diving down inside. He missed a couple chippies, but he's getting good looks.
Yep, he did early, but they settled down nicely, and they've done a lot better job, obviously, handling that 2-2-1 half-court pressure. They go up the sideline nicely, and they're trying to get it into the key quickly. If not, they get it back out on top and run their offense.
All right, we're going to step aside for one more break. We'll come back in time for the second half. You are watching the Division III State Championship game right here on the NFHS Network.
Now you can create your own tour of Italy from Olive Garden's most mouth-watering dishes, starting at $12.99. choose 3 of 10 classic favorites to enjoy on one plate. Like our delicious new shrimp ravioli with lobster Alfredo, a filled pasta like irresistible tortellini al forno, and a classic like creamy fettuccine Alfredo. Plus unlimited salad and freshly baked breadsticks. Because the best tour of Italy is the one you create. Only at Olive Garden. We're all family here. Breadstick lovers, your new favorite lunches here. Breadstick sandwiches.
You by Olive Garden Dining.
Barry Auditorium, Tom Corbett, Lori Shepard getting set now for the third quarter. Hazen, the number 4 seed, leading number 3 Williamstown 22-16. So really seeding among the top 4 in this division was, rather flip a coin. All 4 teams were 18-2.
Yes. Those index points were very valuable this year, but you said it, Tom.
With Williamstown holding a win over Hazen and Lake Region coming in, Hazen holding a win over Williamstown and Lake Region coming in, no one seeing Windsor. And I tell you, Windsor really came to play on Thursday.
They did. Nice ball club.
Second half underway. Carrier, hounded by Doyon, gives it up to Fremont. Back to Carrier. Carrier drive in the paint, off balance runner, way off to the right. The follow from Flynn won't go. Carrier with an offensive board and a putback. Wildcats get the stop but fail to box out.
Yep.
Williamstown staying in their zone. Doyon wanted it, called for it, put it up and hit it.
Still red hot is Kevin Doyon.
And if you're a Hazen, that is your only chance probably to get Williamstown uncomfortable and pull them out of that zone into a man. But if you're hitting, you're fine with them staying in that zone.
That's right. That's right.
DJ Stone turns it over. On the run, LeCours gives it to Jake Gilchrist. Kick out, Doyon for 3. No good. Rebound, LeCours. He's going to go up, gets hit, but puts it in.
Puts it strong on the floor. LeCours was able to corral it back in, and the nice soft touch.
Largest lead of the game for Hazen at 9.
Oh, and hadn't established himself in that front court, DJ Stone.
I think he made it, though,
Do you?
by a little bit.
It's the only time we've disagreed all day.
Right side, Fremont. Back out to Carrier. Williamstown looking. Gauthier with the drive. Cut off. Good help by Derek Richardson. Fremont for 3.
Out on him.
No good, but the long rebound for Flynn. Flynn has done a great job on boards for Williamstown in this game.
He really has, Tom. Couple rebounds Thursday night, but he has brought his A game tonight.
Gauthier off balance, somehow got that one to fall. And even Jack Carrier turned, brushed his head and said, well, I'll take it.
Yeah, you got to take those.
Doyon drive, off glass for 2. Kevin Doyon has come to play on his final senior night, if you will.
A nice soft touch off the glass with the left hand.
Carrier, little screen and roll with Flynn, beautiful play. So much attention to Fremont that Flynn's starting to take advantage down low. Into the corner, Gilchrist steps off the 3, whistle, and we're going to get a foul, reach in on Flynn.
That was good for Jake Gilchrist, because I thought he walked a little bit there, and I think he did as well, but the foul call.
And Flynn didn't get as many minutes in the last game against Lake Region, as Lake Region plays small. Didn't quite have great matchups, but he has definitely been a force here today.
He certainly has. He's got 4 points on the evening, but he's got a big 5 rebounds on the glass.
Hazen looks to get it in. Camp will be the trigger man. They lob it up for Shoplin. They spread it out. Shoplin one-on-one, goes by Flynn, gets blocked, gets it back, goes up, got it in the foul.
Nice job by Russell Shoplin, sticking with it, staying on the glass, and the soft teardrop.
The one play in every team's playbook, the old isolation.
Yep. And you could see he wanted to take Cameron Flynn one-on-one. Flynn having a nice game tonight, but hard to go one-on-one and cover that type of territory.
Stone gets it into Gauthier. Gauthier trapped, turned over, stolen by Gilchrist. He goes up no good off the glass, tipped out, and Premont never got back for Williamstown. That opens up for Shoplin to drive, no good. Premont secures the rebound. Williamstown fortunate not to have any damage come off that turnover on the baseline.
Absolutely.
Carrier down low, Poulin off glass, no good, and we're going to whistle on a foul against Poulin. Another bunny missed here for Williamstown, and that'll send Nathan Poulin to the line. I don't think Coach Carrier is really upset about the missed shot. I think it's the bad reach-in foul.
Yes.
Compounding the missed shot.
That's exactly it, Tom.
10-point lead for Hazen. Camp gets all the way to the rim, no good. Might have been deflected. Rebound Williamstown. Carrier up to Stone. Got numbers, but can't take advantage. Carrier down low, kicked out. Stone for three.
Here's big shot.
Bingo.
Yep. We said in the pregame, DJ Stone will creep up with a couple of key buckets, and that's number one on the night, a big three-pointer.
And a turnover there from Camp. Camp never connected eyes with Shoplin. Shoplin didn't see it coming. Premont for three, in and out. Rebound, tip loose. Here comes Camp. Gets it poked away by Carrier. Two straight turnovers from Derrick Camp. And Williamstown now threatening to make a run here as they've pulled it to 7. Hulbert in the paint, kick out. Carrier for three, no good. Rebound Premont. Gauthier drive, throws it away. Gilchrist going to draw a reach-in foul. Already 4 fouls in the first quarter here of the second half.
And a very fast pace going, and that's what exactly what Hazen wants.
LeCours, Howard, and Huzzy come into the game now for Hazen.
And the last few possessions for the Hazen Wildcats in their half-court set been a little sloppy, so look for them to get their composure and tidy that up here.
Bristow in the game for Williamstown. He'll guard Russell Shoplin, who moves to the point with Camp headed to the bench. Doyon over to Howard. Doyon trying to post up on Carrier. Looking down low, Shoplin, nice seal off glass, but can't quite get it to fall. And Russell Shoplin stepping up here in the third quarter.
And that was a great job, like you said, Tom. He went weak side to a ball side and the nice seal off. Great positioning. And Shoplin has stepped to the line once tonight where he is 1 for 1.
First one is good.
Shooters roll.
(34-25), 9-point lead for Hazen. And a hand check on Jackson Huzzy.
First team foul of the second half for Hazen. Williamstown has 5. You can't blame him there. Ben Bristow looked a little unsure with the ball in his hand, so forcing the issue just a tad.
Hulbert over to Stone, open
Stone,
for three.
no.
No good, but nobody boxes out Hulbert. Williamstown getting themselves some second chances. That's a good start. As Stone off balance inside, no good. Rebound by Denis LeCours. LeCours pushes over half court. Gets by all the way to the rim and he lays it in. And we get a whistle and a timeout taken here by the Williamstown Blue Devils. They trail now by 11. We'll step aside for the break right here on the NFHS Network.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These
here in this one, Hazen still with all 5.
And Coach Aaron Hill began his timeout with, we got to get a body on him, we got to box out. He ended it with, we got to box out.
Carrier being guarded by Doyon, who has had a fantastic game here in his final high school appearance. Bristow looking. Carrier being completely denied by Doyon.
Oh, we're going to get a 5-second count.
And a turnover saved by Carrier. Bristow goes up and got it.
Big bucket by Ben Bristow, but a nice job by Brandon Carrier.
Inside, Howard, a beautiful pass to LeCours, and he draws a foul. And they're going to say on the floor.
Yep, they are.
That was one of those, there's so much contact, you just can't get the ball up to shoot.
LeCours is like, I'm trying to shoot, but when you got 3 guys hanging on you, the ball's not going to move far.
Doyon gets to Howard, high post, Gann. Driving, Denis LeCours. Step through, gets it up and draws a foul.
Get that one in 2 shots where LeCours, this will be his first time to the charity stripe.
Denis LeCours, a gym rat, has spent a majority of the season in the gym at Hazen. He'll stay practice after school at 2:45, but then he stays almost till 8:30 through everybody's practice and just shoots around.
You gotta love kids like that, Tom.
And he got them both. 38-27. Hazen picks him up full court. Fremont against Choplin. And Fremont has struggled since Hazen started putting guards on him. First it was Camp, now Russell Choplin doing his duty on Fremont. Left side, Stone looking inside, and that'll be a reach on LeCours. That'll be number 3 on Denis LeCours, who's starting to get some momentum going, but he's going to come right back out.
Yep. Denis LeCours has had a nice quarter with 6 points and a rebound here in the 3rd quarter.
Jake Gilchrist comes back in.
Cannot have him pick up that 4th with 1:38 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Williamstown, you want to try to find a way, get this inside 10 going into the 4th. That's a good start. Hulbert, but he missed the layup. Rebound by Gilchrist. Hulbert falls. Gilchrist full speed in the paint, goes up. No good. Rebound Williamstown. Hazen wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Carrier guarded closely by Doyon. Up top. Goes over. Hulbert drive, baseline, no good. Rebound by Gilchrist. Gilchrist got a little off balance. They missed the wide open Doyon. You got to feed the hot hand.
Yes, you do.
As Bristow has it knocked away from behind, somehow throws it up off the glass.
And that could be a momentum changer right there.
Gilchrist with the answer.
Nice answer by Gilchrist. Hazen had to have the answer, and they did.
Walden Gann, his first action of the 2nd half, guarding Bristow. Knocked loose. And keep it. Stone in the corner. Passes on the jumper. Looking down low. Hulbert. Hulbert goes up. No good, but we're going to whistle on a blocking foul. Walden Gann tried to draw the charge. And Hulbert throwing everything at the kitchen sink, trying to find a way to get some points on the board for the Blue Devils.
And Hulbert has 1 point on the evening. 0 for 1 for 2. I'll get it right eventually here, folks.
First one, no good. Denis LeCours back in. An offensive sub that won't stretch the floor for the final shot. Hulbert with a chance to get it within 10 here. Ooh, and Fremont just gave Carrier the wave off, and he's going to get a quick sub to the bench. Carrier told him it was supposed to be him down on the block rebounding. And we're going to foul on Gilchrist, who didn't box out Carrier.
Nope.
So I saw Carrier told Fremont that it was supposed to be him on the block. and Fremont just looked at the coach and gave him the wave, which immediately got Gauthier off the bench.
Yep, that'll do it. And Aaron Hill
Question
livid.
is how forgiving will be
right.
Coach Carrier.
Livid with the lack of a box out, because they discussed that to great lengths in the last timeout.
13 seconds, Carrier fakes the three, hands it off. Wendell, 3 seconds. Off balance, no good, and we're gonna whistle on a foul. And
wow.
I think I hear the boo birds.
Yep, and I can't blame him. That's a total bailout foul with 1.1 on the clock. You know, to Bristow's credit, he did lean in nicely, but was very out of control.
First free throw, no good. The Hazen student section telling the officials to check their voicemail. Apparently, they believe they've missed a call.
Tom, I gotta write down your one-liners. I'm never gonna remember
No, that's
these.
what they were cheering.
Oh, were they really?
They came up with that during
you
mid-season.
didn't come up with that one on your
No,
own?
that was
Come on,
not
you should
me.
have taken credit. That's impressive. All the way around, that's impressive.
So 4 missed free throws for Williamstown to close out the quarter, and Hazen survives a sloppy final 15 seconds. They'll go into the fourth and final quarter with a 11-point lead. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching right here on the NFHS Network.
Kids who take part.
2000. And Williamstown, they are going to need a big fourth quarter if they are going to continue one of the greatest runs in Vermont Division III basketball history.
And again, Hazen outscoring the Blue Devils in that quarter, just the third quarter, 18-13.
Derrick Camp back in. That's a lot of speed. Camp versus Stone. Richardson, all the starters in.
Wow, had Gilchrist.
LeCours wide open for 3. Short rebound, DJ Stone. Hazen crowd was ready to pop on that one.
Yes, they were.
Stone on the left side. Hulbert with the screen. Over to Carrier. Quick launching 3 from deep. No good. Rebound Hazen. As Carrier has been more or less a non-factor in this one, but Hazen with a turnover. Drive, Dwindell can't get it to go. Another rebound, and we're going to have a loose ball foul going against Williamstown, and that's going to send Denis LeCours to the free throw line.
Yep, Hazen in the 1-and-1 7 team foul bonus, and Hazen Wildcats with 2 more to give. And LeCours will step to the line where he is 2 for 2 on the night, and he's got a nice, not a quiet, but a nice 10 points on the evening with 6 points coming in that third quarter.
And he's done it all from inside here today. Cameron Flynn back into the game for Williamstown, so boost that side as Fremont stays on the bench. You mentioned had a bit of a brush off with Coach Carrier at the end of that third. Carrier on the outside. Picks up his dribble over Dwinell. DJ Stone. Good screen there. Stone all the way in, off balance, no good. Rebound Hazen. Derrick Camp over half. Gilchrist. Drive in the paint, goes up, no good. We get a whistle and we get a foul on the floor. Gonna be 1-and-1 for Jake Gilchrist.
Now key, Tom, down the stretch here, 6:35 to go in the game, and Williamstown with 9 team fouls. Hazen has got to convert from the foul line. We talked about the foul line a lot this week, didn't we?
Poulin and Fremont back in. Though Fremont doesn't necessarily seem like he's in the greatest mood at the moment. But
a little feisty.
Some quick points will definitely change that in a heartbeat. Gilchrist hits the first free throw.
Gilchrist with 6 points and 3 rebounds on the night. First time to the charity stripe.
rattles it home.
Nice little soft touch by Jake Gilchrist.
Drive, kick, Premont looking to curl, pulls up at the free throw line, off balance, no good. Rebound, Hazen. Camp quickly over half court, gets it to Richardson, over to Doyon. I don't expect Hazen to go too fast here as Carrier going to draw a foul. And that's not necessarily the one you want to put on the line, Kevin Doyon.
Kevin Doyon first trip to the line, but he's got a nice, cool 15 points on the evening.
And Doyon hits the first. They're in the double bonus the rest of the way here for the Wildcats. Second free throw is good. And that is something on Thursday Hazen really struggled from the free throw line against Windsor.
Struggled from the perimeter and the line.
And whistle and a foul. Headed to the free throw line is Ben Bristow. Bristow has logged big minutes for Williamstown in this game.
Got Bristow down for 6 points and 2 rebounds, and he has logged a lot of minutes, and he has worked extremely hard on both ends.
And he hits the first free throw. That pulls him within 14. Russell Shoplin back in, Denis LeCours to the sideline. Second free throw is good. Hazen. High post Richardson, and whistle and a foul on Premont.
They have stuck with the game plan to a T, Hazen, with breaking that 2-2-1 half court. Couple passes in the back court, the pass up the side, quick entry pass to the middle.
First free throw no good from Richardson. Second one is good. Drive and thrown out of bounds by Williamstown.
And credit Ben Bristow, he is trying to do a lot, but he found himself in no man's land on that end line. Tough pass to DJ Stone cross court.
That'll bring back in Jared Dwinell. In the corner, Doyon, and Doyon gets popped out of bounds by Poulin.
Tricky pass on the side to Doyon, but did a good job corralling it, and Poulin definitely with the hard bump.
Doyon back to the stripe now. This fourth quarter, not exactly the same pace we've had in the first three.
No. Sure does have that nice soft touch, doesn't he? (47-31), a 16-point lead for Hazen as they look to knock Williamstown from the king of the mountain, but Carrier not ready to go away as he hits his first three of the game. And yep, his first three and his first bucket in quite a while. Ooh.
As Jake Gilchrist turns it over. Doyon going to play Carrier a little bit closer now after that last one, as they look to run him off a couple screens, looking for the fade, and we get an offensive foul, an illegal screen.
Well, I think it was a 5-second count.
Oh, you're right.
I'm sorry. I got to laugh at the fans a little.
And a couple of the Williamstown fans getting very angry with the officials on the end line, which got a rise out of the Hazen fans in terms of applauding him.
Wow.
In the corner. Back out. High post Shoplin. Doyon cut back door, not there. Kick out. Hazen.
Yep.
I'm assuming at this point it is layups or great shots, and we get a whistle on the jump ball. And I think those two fans right at half court are getting awfully close from being asked to partake in the parking lot.
You know, I got to agree with you, Tom. That's beyond animation at this point.
Carrier hounded, ball loose on the floor. Doyon pops it free.
Travel. Oh, wow, no travel call.
Still loose. Richardson out of the pack with it. Goes up, get the bucket.
Oh, wow.
And the Hazen crowd pops.
Wow, I'm sorry. I yelled a little bit on that one, but wow. What a scrum for the ball. The only word I can come up with is scrum. And Richardson doing a good job of picking it up and then laying it in, not trying to do too much. It's almost like a football fumble there.
(50-34), the lead back to 16. Carrier being hounded. We get a horn.
Oh.
Someone threw something onto the floor, some change or.
Wow.
It was at half court. I don't know if I'm Williamstown, I am not happy with them choosing to blow the horn there when we have the ball and we're in position.
Exactly. Yeah, the crowd
Reset
has,
the clock to 4:07.
Crowd's got to. We talked about the players keeping their composure. Crowd needs to right now.
They run Carrier off another screen whistle. Wave it off. Illegal screen on Poulin. And here come some people over to that general area we were discussing earlier.
Yep.
Now the officials getting together. I think they are maybe changing the call because Coach Carrier looks a little bit happy.
Oh, so now they're going to count the three-point shot?
No, they're going to change it. I think say the foul was on Doyon for Hazen.
Wow.
But now Carrier doesn't look happy.
So the shot.
I am very confused. Keep an ear open here to hear the announcement. Carrier wanted a good basket.
Exactly, on the Brandon Carrier three. No basket, but the foul on Hazen.
I see some Williamstown fans flipping off the scorer's table.
So Nathan Poulin's going to step to the line where he is scoreless so far on the evening. But he will have a one-on-one.
The foul happened when Doyon was trying to fight through the screen. And that was before Carrier shot the ball. And he hits the front end of the one-and-one. Second free throw is good. Camp gets it up to LeCours, and we're going to whistle and a reach-in foul.
Yeah, Hazen's got to be careful, taking care of the ball, keep the ball up. Don't bring it down where it's free game, but definitely Carrier with the reach.
I'm not sure exactly why Carrier's upset. It looked like he went right across both forearms of LeCours.
I agree, Tom. LeCours 2 for 3 from the foul line on the evening.
Rattles home the first. Got them both. Hazen still picking them up full court. 52-36. Wildcats out in front. DJ Stone trying to work on Camp. Has it knocked away. Up to Doyon. Doyon ahead of the pack. Lays it up and in. Carrier. Good help from LeCours. Dribble, lays it down to Poulin. Off glass, good for 2. $16-point lead for Hazen. LeCours, Doyon, 3 on the way. That one a little short. Rebound Fremont.
Well, we don't need to rush their shots right now, but that was a wide open look for the hot shooter.
And we're going to get a bump on Derrick Camp. I think when you have these two towns in the building, you're never going to get a fully happy call here for the officials. They're hearing it no matter which side it goes to.
DJ Stone with one big three-pointer on the night, first time to the line.
First free throw is good. Chance to pull it within 14. With 2:55 to play in the fourth.
Going to be a long 3 minutes.
Hazen, you just got to be patient.
Yes.
It's layups or bust.
Exactly. High percentage.
Full court press here by Hazen. Over to LeCours. And LeCours is going to slow it down. Camp, drive in the paint, lays it off for LeCours, who pulls it back out.
Nice move. Very smart move by Denis LeCours. Why not?
And the Hazen crowd getting up off their feet. And we're going to whistle on a foul. And Bristow right now exploding on his teammates. Apparently they missed the call for the intentional foul. He had to come all the way from the weak side.
And a nice 33 seconds burned off the clock for the Wildcats. LeCours back to the line where he is 4 for 5 on the evening. And a 12-point night so far.
30 seconds. I don't know if you want to settle for LeCours at the line.
And a soft roll. Pays to be a gym rat.
Poulin back in, Hulbert to the bench. And he got them both. So they're going to run Carrier off some double screens here, I'm willing to bet. And that they do. 3 no good. Long rebound for DJ Stone. Down low, Poulin. He's double teamed. Puts up a fadeaway, no good, and a foul called from the back official.
Huh. I thought that was nice defense. But I'm a little far away for that call to be made.
Poulin to the line.
Nathan Poulin, 4 points, all coming in the fourth quarter.
No good on the first.
And Coach Hill very animated about boxing out big on missed foul shots.
Second is good. And Camp gonna get fouled. Two shots coming for Derrick Camp.
And Derrick Camp's first trip to the line. He is scoreless on the evening, but Tom, huge on the defensive side.
First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. 2 minutes. Bristow. Carrier running off the screens. Doyon in hot pursuit.
Yep, it's got to be Stone or Carrier with the threes here.
Fremont drives baseline, lays it up, no good. Rebound fought for. Bristow comes out of there with it. And we get a timeout taken by Williamstown.
Wow, Fremont has got to keep his composure.
I missed what happened. Judging by the fans calling for a tee, I missed something entertaining. But
Fremont
a full timeout taken. Today's game also available for all subscribers via our mobile website. Log on to nfhsnetwork.com from your smartphone or tablet and view live games or replays from anywhere. High school sports fans, you never have to miss another game when you become a subscriber to the NFHS Network to watch those live event coverages, game replays, highlights from high school sporting events from across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, just one destination, NFHSnetwork.com. High school happens here.
And Tom, the big thing for Hazen now is getting the ball in and taking care of it. Don't want to jinx the Wildcats, but they've been pretty good from the foul line so far.
I'm assuming they're going to look to probably get the ball in the hands of LeCours or Doyon. Williamstown in full court denial. Need to get it in. They get it into Shoplin. Camp over half court. Gets rid of it to LeCours.
Wow.
And LeCours is going to get fouled.
LeCours 6 for 7 from the foul line tonight, and a cool 14 points and a few rebounds to boot.
15-point lead for the Wildcats as Denis LeCours heads to the line. And he hits it. Wow, Williamstown just one timeout remaining. Hazen has all 5 timeouts still in the chamber. Second one rattles in. Carrier stumbles, goes up, no good. Rebound Hazen as Shoplin will draw a foul. Derek Richardson can feel it.
Yep.
As he's getting the crowd on their feet. Brandon Carrier complaining to the official. He thought he got hit on that last take.
Russell Shoplin at the line where he's 3 for 3 and 8 points on the evening.
And he hits it.
school 4 for 4 from the charity stripe.
And DJ Stone coming out for the last time of his high school career, as is Jason Fremont. You can tell the emotions already starting for both teams here. Crowd cheering, it's great to be a Hazen Wildcat, as Denis LeCours gets the steal with a minute left. And another foul. LeCours to the stripe. In and out. Briscoe comes out after a very hard-fought game for that young man off the bench. Derek Richardson heads to the sidelines.
Ben Bristol, a very nice night for him. Solid contributor on both ends. Get some subs here for Hazen and a little, Kevin
Doyon getting a huge ovation as he makes his way to the
21
side.
points, Tom. 21 points on the night for the starting senior, the lone starting senior, Kevin Doyon. What a night for him.
He misses the second. Driving, carrier, baseline, spins. Off balance, left-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound Hazen. 43 seconds as Camp flies over half court. Out of bounds. Denis LeCours heads to the sideline. Dan Kish gonna come in for the first time, as is Nate Gilchrist. Williamstown, carrier. Out, 3 on the way. That one no good from Cody Waite. Step back 3, that one way short for Brandon Covey. Gilchrist, 20 seconds. Drives, goes up, lays it in for 2. Long 3, that one short. Walden again with the rebound. And the Hazen Wildcats have gone back to the top of Division III, winning the 2016 state championship.
And you know what, Tom? I bet you Dave Morris is enjoying this one.
Absolutely. The staple of Hazen basketball for the last couple decades. Dave Morris passed away in this past offseason. He is definitely here tonight as the Wildcats win the state championship. And you can't say enough for the run the Williamstown Blue Devils have made 4 straight titles in Division III. Came up a little bit short tonight on the drive for 5, but definitely put up a fight for 32 minutes.
They certainly did, Tom. They came out hot. Hazen withstood the hot shooting, and especially Jason Premont came out on fire right out of the gates. Hazen withstood that and went with what got him here. Pressure defense, pressure defense, pressure defense, and big shots. Kevin Doyon, outstanding tonight from the perimeter, and a nice solid game for Denis LeCours with 16 points on the night.
As Jack Carrier and Aaron Hill shake hands over on the sidelines. 2 names that are synonymous with the Barry Auditorium since 2000.
Oh, absolutely. Aaron Hill, Jack Carrier, this is their house. These 2 coaches are just outstanding. Had their teams prepared like they always do. And Hazen just a little bit better tonight, Tom.
All right, we're going to step aside. We will crank the mic so hopefully you can hear what's going on down on the floor. For Lori Shepard, I am Tom Corbett. You have been watching the Division III State Championship game right here on the NFHS Network.